Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can have a big impact. At my other job, KOSI 101.1, thank you, Cozy Bear, we started the Teddy Bear Patrol. And the idea is to give a teddy bear to a child experiencing a traumatic event. We need your help. We're trying to collect thousands of teddy bears by August 25th. Our friend Dr. Christine Dar is here. She's an emergency room doctor at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children. She's here along with Captain Gregory Pixley with Denver Fire and Lieutenant Kelly Fournier with more on where you can drop off a brand new teddy bear and help a child in crisis. Even the Cozy Bear is here today. High five, Cozy Bear. This is really something that is so emotional that everyone can get involved in the community. I want to first start by talking about what your day is like as a doctor at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children.
Sure. The nice thing about, well, in the emergency department, no day is typical.
Right.
And in the emergency department, anything can come in at any time. It is variable from day to day. In the summer months, we tend to get a lot of trauma patients with fractures, lacerations, car accidents, bike accidents.
That's so scary. And as a mom, my son was at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children for a couple of weeks, and it made the biggest impact when somebody brought in a little teddy bear so he could kind of hold it when he was a child. Talk about that, how important it is to keep a child calm after a crisis situation.
Well, it helps to comfort the child and serve as a distraction from some of the other serious events that may be going on, and can also elicit some cooperation. They can listen to instructions and realize that everybody's there more to help them. It can be real scary to children when strangers come into their world.
Absolutely.
And suddenly are surrounding them, and so giving them a teddy bear is very comforting.
Is that why Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children and Health One decided to take part in the Teddy Bear Patrol with KOSI 101.1?
Absolutely, and it's very important that I think we give back to our community, and this is one way of doing that we can help.
So in your experience, and you've been a doctor for quite some time, after a bad car accident, or I even heard a story which was so sad. Oh, thank you, Cozy Bear. Just bringing, lifting some happiness. I heard a story about a child losing both their mom and dad, and the first responder had to go and explain. So in your experience, just a sweet little bear like this can do wonderful things in an emotional situation like that.
Absolutely. I think it's very helpful to be able to hold on to something that can give a little comfort while you're receiving bad news.
Captain Pixley, what's the state of the mind of a child? You've been there. You're a first responder. When a child has a traumatic experience, what's going on in their mind?
Well, you have to think about anytime somebody has an emergency in the world, this is the worst thing that's happened to them, perhaps in their whole life. And at that point in time, they, as the doctor mentioned, need a distraction. So the way that I look at this whole program is that the community out there is giving hugs to those young men and women that need help right at that specific time. So if we can think about what we might be able to provide to these young kids that are experiencing the worst thing in their whole world ever, then we've been successful in addressing their needs and their concerns by giving them a hug.
And you know, you can go to our website, KOSI101.com, and you can find out more about the drop-off locations, the closest Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children near you. We're collecting the bears until August 25th, and then we're going to drop them off, have a big party with the first responders August 26th. How do you typically ease their anxiety when you see them?
Well, as a parent, as a father, I try to go back to that role that I had when my kids were that young, trying to find some connection. And what an easy way to find a connection with a youngster. These kiddos, they love teddy bears. They love anything soft and cuddly like that.
That's true.
So if we can just help bridge that gap to get into that child and to know that not only, as the doctor says, we're not big strangers, we're somebody there to help. And that this teddy bear, this beautiful, wonderful, cuddly toy can give them some reassurance and to help them get through this terrible circumstance.
Lieutenant Kelly, what is the typical response from a child when you show up on scene?
Actually, when we're in our bunker gear, they get a little bit scared. So we've been keeping animals on the fire rig for quite a few years now, and if we have kids and we can calm them down and give them a little something to hug, like who doesn't want a hug?
Of course.
They get so excited and they pretty much bond to you. Come here, Teddy.
Oh, that's cute.
doesn't want a hug from a teddy bear, so we're going to keep some on the fire rigs and make sure all the little kids get that to distract them so they don't really see what's really going on. It helps mom and dad.
Well, thank you for being here and sharing your personal experiences with those traumatic situations with children. And Dr. Dar, talk a little bit about the locations where we can drop them off. Where do we go? Where do we do?
Yeah, so there are barrels in all the Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children, Health One facilities for drop-off of teddy bears. And the closest one downtown is at 20th and High. We have our pediatric emergency department there. Others are at locations are at North Suburban, Swedish Medical Center of Aurora, Skyridge, and Rose Medical Center.
That's our KOSI team right there. Those are the people I work with over at KOSI 101.1. We need more bears, and we have a big party too, kind of a celebration party on August 26th. That's a Saturday. Tell me a little bit about it.
So there's a big community event at the Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children at 20th and High. There'll be face painting. If you bring your teddy bear in, they can get x-rays done. There'll be casting workshops for casting your stuffed animals. And lots of fun.
Right. Absolutely. Well, make sure you join in. Hey, Cozy Teddy Bear, come here. Cozy Bear, give me a big hug. I need a hug this morning. Thank you for coming. This is so sweet. KOSI 101.1 will be collecting teddy bears through August 25th to distribute to Denver area first responders. There's a map with drop-off locations online. Go to KOSI101.com/Teddy Bear Patrol. You're also invited to the kickoff party on Saturday, August 26th from 10:30 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Rocky Mountain Hospital for Children, which is 20th Avenue and High Street in Denver. I will see you there. Rocky Mountain Hospital means a lot to our family. Saved my child's life.